This is a story of how Naledi Aphiwe is destroying her own career. Before the recent controversy in a 5 million rand loss, the negative headlines around Naledi Aphiwe did not start overnight. In fact, the warning signs appeared much earlier, and the first moment that really started bringing bad press to her name happened during a live performance in KwaZulu-Natal. But before we get to the social media drama that will later explode, we need to go back to the moment many fans believe started everything. In early 2025, Naledi was booked to perform at a large music event that also featured Maskandi star Kajeni. At the time, Kajeni was still performing on stage with his dancers. Something unexpected happened. Naledi's DJ suddenly started playing his song. Instead of waiting for the previous performance to finish, Naledi was seen jumping onto the stage while Kajeni's set was still happening.
Stage manager number 1 was not supposed to allow Naledi ukuthi angene aperforme abogajeni bangakaphuma stage. Number 2, DJ uyifaka kanjani ingoma kaNaledi ekubeni uyabona ukuthi iset yakagajeni ayikapheli.
Within seconds, the atmosphere changed. What should have been a normal transition between artists quickly turned into chaos. Videos from the crowd started circulating online showing Kajeni's team walking off stage as the music switched. The audience was confused and then boos began. Some fans in the crowd even started throwing bottles and cans toward the stage while security rushed in to control the situation. And just like that, Naledi found herself trending for the wrong reasons. Many fans accused her of being disrespectful to another performer. Whether the mistake came from the DJ or poor coordination behind the scenes, the moment created the first wave of criticism around her name. But that was only the beginning. Not long after that incident, another controversy started building, this time involving fellow Amapiano vocalist Mawu. At first, the two artists were actually on good terms. They had spoken about working together and were moving in the same music circles.
I remember this other time she said that she wanted me to help her.
Okay.
She will come and chop it. I was like, okay, cool. So we did a song, but the song didn't work.
Okay.
First time there was this like trending picture.
But things went wrong after an event hosted by Mawu's sister. Naledi had been invited to attend the event with a small number of guests. However, according to the accounts from the event, she allegedly arrived with a much larger group than expected.
So i-problem iqala umengena lapha ufika nabantu abawu3 ukele. So yena wavela wathi kumele wangenisa everyone besemnyango efuna bangene like, and ba complain bathi no, you can't, like cela ukuze nalabantu ufike nabo.
When Mawu's sister asked about extra people and requested payment for additional tickets, the situation quickly turned into an argument.
Lima mncane yami nje lo ujahe ingane hamba nayo utshela ingane yakhe emathuneni, hamba nawe uyotshela nobaba wakho emathuneni, hamba futhi.
The best way to ruin your career is controversies, dog. The best way to ruin something good, like if you want to ruin it quickly, bro, start controversies for no reason at all.
And this is where the story really started to get messy. Naledi was mean to Mawu and told her she doesn't have a working brain.
And then Valka decided to go to listen, let me just keep quiet now since like I think
Mawu later claimed in an interview that Naledi insulted her sister during the disagreement. The situation did not stay private for long. Soon the drama spread across social media, where fans began debating who was telling the truth. Naledi later responded indirectly on social media with posts suggesting that silence is the best response. But by then the conversation was already everywhere online, and this is where bigger problems began. As the drama continued, things would eventually escalate into something much worse. This is where things started going wrong for Naledi Aphiwe, not in one big moment, but in small moments that slowly build until people stop laughing and start paying attention for the wrong reasons. It begins with a reply that seems small at first. When a fan from Zimbabwe asked her to come and perform there, Naledi responded by saying, "Hambani nyongilinda khona," which means go and wait for me in Zimbabwe. At that time it does not cause much noise, but months later the screenshot comes back and spread fast, and now people sees it differently, as xenophobic and dismissive, which push her under pressure to apologize, even though by then the damage is already done. Instead of stepping back, she keeps engaging, and that is where the pattern starts to show. Another moment goes viral when someone mocks her hairstyle and says it looks like grass, and Naledi responds quickly. Instead of brushing it off, she makes it personal and she body shamed her. Sisiwamo nesishwapha esisuka ecaleni siyofika eqolo, which splits the internet again, with some people praising her confidence while others feel she is going too far. Then things escalate in a bigger way, because now it is no longer just random trolls. It becomes a public back and forth with Father Patrick, who posts videos mocking her looks and her English.
Naledi, I'm not arguing with you unless we argue in English. Yeah, I'm not doing a back and forth with you unless we argue in English.
And those clips spread quickly. Naledi responds, and she responds directly, hitting back with sharp lines that travel across social media, especially the one about his teeth.
You can't compare my teeth with yours. Of course, I can even close my mouth. Imagine.
Yeah, nah, this right here is immature beefs, dog. You know, beefs could just be pointless, bro, you know.
Which flips the attention onto him and makes it seem like she has won the moment. This is where the real issue becomes clear. Naledi is not just defending herself, she's matching energy every time, and that keeps every situation longer than it should be. Then comes the biggest moment in early 2026 involving Mawelele, where Naledi makes a post that people believe is aimed at him and his girlfriend, mocking her looks and making things personal again. And this time the reaction shifts, with less laughter and more criticism as people begin calling her bitter and disrespectful. And what happened next was so painful and overwhelming that she even started thinking about ending her own life. Naledi Aphiwe was close to a major breakthrough. For nearly 2 years, she had been in talks with Stambo for a deal worth almost 5 million rand. It was meant to include a national campaign with billboards across the country. Nothing was officially signed or announced, but it was seen as a big step in her career. Then things changed fast. In March 2026, a clip from Music Pulse podcast started spreading online. Host claimed that Naledi had lost the deal. He said it happened because of her past social media post.
She had a deal that was worth just under 5 million rands, right? With a brand, Stambo. And she was supposed to do like, I think, 13 billboards, if I'm not mistaken, with Stambo.
Like
right?
funny.
And then she lost it because she made comments about Mawelele's new girlfriend.
According to the podcast claims, Stambo saw the backlash and decided she was a risk to their brand. The deal was said to be cancelled before it was announced. After days of silence, she posted a message that worried many people. She said that if people heard that she passed away, they should not be shocked. She said she was tired and felt like people were trying to destroy her career. The post spread fast and many people saw it as a cry for help. And allegedly she is
Yeah, but yo, that's how brands actually work, dog, yo. Not that I would know, but like, brands don't want no association with someone who has like a bad image and is always getting into fights and always getting into beefs. Especially showing it on social media, bro. Like, that ain't true.
a friend who is influencing on alcohol abuse.
And there are concerns that unhealthy habits, including alcohol use, are being encouraged around her. These are serious red flags of manipulation, control, and possible exploitation that could damage her career.
Distancing her from her family and making poor financial decisions that may ruin her future.
Yes, she has dismissed Sis Londi, who came with her to Johannesburg to support her career. We all saw how good Sis Londi was with her.
Personally, I think if Naledi Aphiwe doesn't get proper media training and surround herself with the right people,